I'm Jordan Rayner, and this is the Word Before Work. Today we're reading from John 2, 1 through 11. Here's what it says. On the third day, a wedding took place in Cana in Galilee. Jesus' mother was there, and Jesus and his disciples had also been invited to the wedding. When the wine was gone, Jesus' mother said to him, "They have no more wine." "Woman, why do you involve me?" Jesus replied. "My hour has not yet come." His mother said to the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." Nearby stood 6 stone water jars, the kind used by the Jews for ceremonial washing, each holding from 20 to 30 gallons. Jesus said to the servants, "Fill the jars with water." So they filled them to the brim. Then Jesus told them, "Now draw some out and take it to the master of the banquet." They did so, and the master of the banquet tasted the water that had been turned into wine. He did not realize where it had come from, though the servants who had drawn the water knew. Then he, the master of the banquet, called the bridegroom aside and said, "Everyone brings out the choice wine first, and then the cheaper wine after the guests have had too much to drink. But you have saved the best till now." What Jesus did here in Cana of Galilee was the first of the signs through which he revealed his glory, and his disciples believed in him. If you've ever launched anything new into the world, whether it was a business or a book, maybe it was a new initiative at work, you know how much thought and planning goes into launching that new thing well. That perspective, if you have that experience, makes John's account of the launch of Jesus' public ministry all the more remarkable. For the launch event of his kingdom, Jesus wasn't preaching. He was turning water into wine. He was beginning to make all things new, as he says in Revelation 21. New Testament scholar N.T. Wright points out that Jesus' signs and miracles were all about new creation, water into wine, healings, food for the hungry, sight for the blind, life for the dead. In other words, Jesus didn't come just to save our souls and fix the spiritual realm. Jesus came to save the world, including the material world, as the launch of his public ministry so clearly demonstrates. Why does this matter for our work? Because God uses our vocations as a means of mending and fixing his broken creation. The life of Arthur Guinness provides a vivid case study to this truth, one of my all-time favorites. When Guinness moved to Dublin, in the mid-1700s, he found this city in desperate need of spiritual and physical redemption. At that time, people routinely drank from the same water in which they dumped their garbage and sewage, and unsurprisingly, they often died as a result. This led many to avoid water altogether. Instead, they drank alcohol, as the process of making alcoholic beverages killed the germs in the water that led to disease. But soon, excessive drinking set in, leading to the gin craze. Drunkenness was a major problem in Arthur Guinness's world, which of course led to an increase in crime and poverty. It was against that backdrop that Guinness saw an opportunity to put his Christian faith into action. Given his background as a beer brewing apprentice, Guinness believed he could brew a new style of beer, which would come to be known as Stout, which would be nutritious, filling, and a heck of a lot lower in alcohol content than gin. As the author of the book The Search for God in Guinness points out, upon seeing this opportunity to redeem his corner of the material world, Arthur would have come to see his chosen profession as a service to his fellow man, and even brewing beer, a moral mandate. So confident was Arthur, that this was the work God created him to do, he signed a 9,000-year lease on the land his brewery still sits on more than 250 years later. Like Guinness, the work you and I do today is about bringing about the new creation that Jesus inaugurated during his time on earth. What happens when that work produces more personal or business income than we need? That's the question God's Word and the example of Arthur Guinness will help us answer in the next devotional. Today's devotional only scratches the surface of how God's Word connects to our work. If you want to go deeper, sign up for my free 20-day devotional called The Word Before Work Foundations at twbwfoundations.com. These email devotionals are designed to help you gain a rich understanding of the biblical narrative of work, how exactly your work matters for eternity, and what those truths mean for how we ought to work today. You can sign up right now, again, for free at twbwfoundations.com.